So you want to lose weight. Excellent. You know, there's so many people now touting or talking about these weight loss drugs that promises instant gratification. And I'm talking about drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, other injectables like that. But what if I told you that it's not all what it's cracked up to be? What if the biggest risk of taking those drugs are not just the cost or the fact that you got to continue taking them once you start, or maybe not even the cost of gaining the weight back, because that's what happens if you stop taking the drugs. What if the real danger is the loss of muscle and protein? That's right. Medications like Ozempic and weight loss injections are being praised as breakthrough solutions. People are losing weight faster than ever before. Their clothes fit better. Just look at some of your favorite celebrities. Numbers on the scale drops, blood sugar readings improve. From the outside, looking in, it all looks great. And you're thinking, maybe I should try some Ozempic. Maybe I should try some of the Wegovy, one of those other drugs. Because, you know, I got this event coming up or summer's coming and I want to look good in that bikini and I just want to look my best. You know how it is. There's nothing wrong with a little vanity, right? You want to look good and feel good. But what if there's a higher price to pay than the amount of money you're paying monthly for those drugs? And that's where this story begins, with an important truth, that weight loss and health are not the same thing. Being thinner does not automatically mean being stronger, healthier, or even more capable. In fact, for some people, rapid weight loss can quietly undermine the very systems that support long-term health and independence. One of the biggest issues is something very few people are warned about, and that's, again, the loss of muscle and protein. You see, when your appetite dramatically is suppressed, you just don't stop eating fewer calories. You stop eating more protein, and protein is important. Protein is what preserves the muscle, protects strength, supports balance, and keeps metabolism working efficiently. When protein intake drops, the body isn't being challenged with movement or resistance anymore, but the body's going to adopt exactly as it was designed to do, even with less protein. But see, and it's not just like you think, well, somebody's getting older, they have less muscle, less strength, but that's not the case when it comes to those weight loss drugs. They're depriving, or you're not taking in the protein you used to take. You see, muscle is a very important tissue, and the body doesn't keep what it believes it no longer needs. And as a result, people may see the scale, the numbers on the scale go down. Sure, that's great. But there's a price to pay. You see, you may have heard about Ozempic face. And it's not a toxic reaction to the drug. It's basically rapid fat and tissue loss. Facial fat provides structure and support. And when that disappears quickly, the face can look hollow, tired, droopy, or prematurely aged. And that's not vanity, it's biology. This is what happens when you're not taking in the protein to support your muscle and your strength, your body. And the same process that affects the face can also affect the other parts, other muscles in your body. Especially the muscles that support posture. So it's important that before you think about taking these type of drugs, you know what the consequences are. Because most doctors are not going to tell you that. Some of them don't even know themselves. Okay, so that's why you have to take charge of your own body. You have to learn about what's right for you. And you have to read the fine print. Because all that glitters, you heard that saying, all that glitters is not gold. It may look good, but in reality, it's not good. And this is something that I think most people, if they knew the consequences, they would not be so quick to take the risk. You see, muscle is a metabolic organ. Strong muscles regulate blood sugar, manage inflammation, protect your joints, stabilize the spine, and maintain independence. I often tell people, I often talk about the importance of doing strength training. Why? Because you're going to build muscle, right? But not only the fact that you're building muscle, strength training helps push the sugar that's in your blood to your cells to help you when it comes to building muscle. It lowers your blood sugar. So you want protein, you want to do strength training, and you want to help your body. Don't deplete it of what it needs to get you to where you want to be. Okay? And when you start dealing with drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy and others, that ilk, you find that you can lose your balance, your energy levels can drop. All these things happen as a result of less protein in your body. Even the slightest energy task may feel arduous or stressful to you. So you may lose the weight, but you're going to feel weaker, more fatigued, and less confident in your movement. Is that what you want? I don't think so. So let me be clear. This is not about shaming people, because I know people who are on those medications. But they exist because people are struggling, and that's real. But we can't pretend that outsourcing our health to a syringe solves the deeper problem. Because for many people, the medication is not permanent. When it stops, your appetite returns. Old habits resurface, but muscle does not automatically come back with them. And that's the problem. That's one of the main reasons weight regain is so common. Not because people lack discipline, but because muscle loss lowers metabolic capacity. Less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. It means blood sugar levels is harder to control. It means the body becomes less resilient, and suddenly the solution offered is often the same one again, another injection, rather than rebuilding the foundation that was lost. Do you want to be on drugs for the rest of your life because you want to lose weight? Do you want have to deal with those side effects? And again, these injections are not cheap. They cost a lot of money. Imagine that. But here's the truth that we've drifted away from. The body responds to signals. And I'm talking about that in my next book, More Years to Your Life. Movement is a signal. Strength training is a signal to your body. Protein intake is a signal. Sleep is a signal. Consistency is a signal. Your body responds to signals. When these signals are sent regularly, the body says, I know what to do. It starts adapting and becoming capable once again. This is why so-called old-fashioned diet and exercise still matter. Not because they're trendy, but because they work. They work with your biology instead of overriding it. You don't need extreme workouts. You don't need punishment or perfection. I'm not talking about, when I grew up, we talked about no pain, no gain. That's not what we're talking about here. What you need is participation. Be part of something. Be part of it. Participate in the process. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. Carrying groceries with confidence. Walking with purpose up the stairs, down the stairs. Using your muscles so your body knows they still matter. Speak life to yourself because your body listens. These simple acts send powerful messages that preserve strength, energy, and independence. This is how health span is built. Not by shrinking the body at any cost, but by protecting what allows you to live fully inside. The goal isn't just to weigh less. The goal is to remain capable, able to do things. Because longevity without vitality is not the win we think it is. In other words, people are living longer, but they're not living better. They're not living healthier. So before chasing a shortcut, ask a better question. Am I just losing weight, or am I building a body that I can truly live in? Wasn't it Jim Rohn who said, take care of your body, it's the only place you have to live? Because your body is listening, and what you do next still counts. I'm Vince Ferguson. If you like what you heard, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.